Why? Just why? Oh my goodness. So there is this clip of this Sambo clown, also known as David Harris Jr. I know him, right? He gave me his book, he autographed it and everything. It was way back in the day, back in my feeble-minded, just simpleton days with the Republican Party and whatnot. He has this viral clip of him wearing this shirt on an airplane. And the caption is, hey, this is, I'm first class, I want everyone to see. And on the shirt, it says Joe Biden, and then it says convicted felon with, the box check for the convicted felon. Obviously relating to Joe Biden versus Trump. And it's such a perfect example of the decay of the Republican Party, of the absolute erosion of the conservative movement. Because what Donald Trump has done, unbeknownst to me before, but known to me now, is that he's made a complete mockery of the Republican Party. That's what he's done. Because what he has transformed the Republican Party into is not a party that stands for certain conservative principles. It's now become a party that's whole goal is to trigger the libs. That's it. That's the reason for Harris to do this video, because he's trying to seek some reaction. But for what? The reason why he's doing this, because he gets cookies for this, right? He gets little Sambo cookies for this, because his audience will go, oh yeah, that's right, good job, you got to represent that good. And it's become so much of a minstrel show, and it's become repulsive to actual black independents. It's become repulsive to actual black conservatives, actual black Republicans, not these grifters, right? Not these trans Republicans, because that's what many of them are. All these individuals, look back when they had their walk away movement, right? Well, I got off the Democrat Party and everything. These are all grifters. These are all trans Republicans. And unfortunately, what Trump has done, he's opened the floodgates. The problem is that there was no filtration device put in place. It was come one, come all, and now that's where we have Fox News hosting Caitlyn Jenner. That's where we have MAGA drag queen lady. That's where we have all this foolishness, all this drivel. That's where we got this from, was due to Trump's administration. And what they are looking to do is to put him back in office despite the litany of un-American, unpatriotic things that he's done and said. Whether it's bump stock bans, whether it's talking about take their guns and then give them due process, whether it's presently talking about, well, we want to, as far as remove any form of being able to prosecute police for misconduct. We want them immunity to be immune from prosecution. To presently even talking about, hey, we want the death penalty for drug dealers. Everything this man has said, right? He'll, as far as want to target drug dealers, but not big pharma. Let that sink in. I got to do a separate video on that. But this is the same person that they want to go to bat for. Now, when you have a David Harris Jr., when you have a Brandon Tantrum, when you have a conservative perspective, when you have these individuals, this is all they have, because they are intellectually inept. They have nothing. So all they have is to tap dance for their white donor class.
He's out of line, but he's right.
And the issue I have is not with the white Republicans of the party, it's with the silent white Republicans of the party. The people who would actually advocate for truth and righteousness, those people have been silenced by the overwhelming vocal majority who has just been inundated with MAGA, 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 oh, this is everything, yeah, Trump country, and all this drivel that has nothing to do with conservatism. This is Trumpism, not conservatism. And this is the downfall of the Republican Party, because it's videos like this that they praise. It's videos like this that they try to circulate. It's just devolved into foolishness. It's devolved into nonsensical drivel of who can outdo the other person, who can say the more outlandish thing to trigger the libs. And that's where it's become. Where now we're celebrating Donald Trump raising $400 million. What does that do for the Republican Party? What does that do for conservatism? It does nothing. It does nothing. You're celebrating giving your money to a billionaire. I want you to understand how diluted and twisted the Republican Party has become. It's crumbling before my eyes. And the same people who want to fearmonger about the Democrat Party, they are doing everything in their power to allow them to sustain power. So you constantly want to talk about how bad they are, but everything you're doing is allowing them to sustain that power. And it's wild, absolutely wild to see such incompetence. And the bigger picture is this whole farce about the black vote. I would have thought that white Republicans were smarter than this. Apparently not, okay? When we're talking about the PWTs of the Republican Party, when we're talking about the white ignorants, apparently they are not intelligent, okay? Not even this intelligent. Because I don't even think it takes that much intelligence to know, hey, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. They're about to get fooled again. Bro, that's what's about to happen. Y'all didn't see that nothing came from Brexit? Y'all didn't see anything of that, right? Now you have Brian Donalds talking about, well, the black people are now voting for Trump and everything. Do you think that 50 Cent represents black people, huh? Do you think that most black people have a RICO charge and that's why they're voting for Trump? Gotta do a video on that one too. Is that what you think? I would think by now that you would realize, hey, it's gonna take a little bit more than saying, hi, black people, to garner black people's votes. Especially when your party is just consumed by racists and absolute sambos. Especially because what they are doing is promoting the people like David Harris. What they are doing is promoting people like Candace Owens. And then they turn around and say, why aren't black people voting for us? Because you are promoting anti-black racists. And you're doing it because you like what they have to say, because they give you shield, they give you proxy for your racist beliefs. And they somehow dilute, right? You believe that they filter out your absolute vitriol that you have for black people, and then give you more of a more tampered down, somber approach to your racism. It's like racism light. That's what they like, because they put out this poison, and as it becomes filtered through, Candace Owens and whatnot, it becomes less toxic, less toxic to the people. But it's still the same message. It's still the same poison. And I really wish that they would open up their eyes. I really do, because it's no fun. It's no fun seeing this buffoonery and then constantly going back to the drawing board. Hey, why did we lose the election? Do you think Trump lost the election because he couldn't raise enough money? Is that what it is? It's like I don't know what's happened to the Republican Party. It's in shambles now. People talk about what happened to you. What happened to the Republican Party? What happened to conservatism? I don't even recognize anyone in this party. I don't even recognize the mentality. Marjorie Taylor Greene would be laughed out of office if she ever tried to run as a Republican a few years ago. Now, this decorum that Trump has brought into the Oval Office is just trailer trash. That's what it is. He's brought this ignorant aura to him that is now have these leeches just latched onto it. So I can imagine any self-respecting Republican conservative who is just disgusted by this display. So I don't know how this helps Trump win votes. I don't know about how saying, hey, on one point in time, you want as far as to off with their heads when it comes to drug dealers, but at the same time, you're a convicted felon. At the same time, you all want to talk about law and order, but then boldly and overtly profess how much you're going to vote for a felon. This hypocrisy is overwhelming to anyone who has an IQ above room temperature. You guys look like absolute clowns to all sensible people. And I'm curious how that reflects come November. Anyways, guys, that's the video. Let me know what you guys think. Whether or not you believe, look, like he's representing what he believes in, okay? I'm going to vote for a convicted felon before Joe Biden. Or if you have believe, doesn't saying that come off as weird to you, right? Of the party of law and order, doesn't saying I'm going to vote for a convicted felon, doesn't those words, I don't know, doesn't it trigger like any, brain cells? Like, something's not right with that. It's wild how they'll throw everything out the window because they don't stand for anything. That's why. You have to understand. They stand for white interests. That's it. It has nothing to do with anything else other than that. And that's what they've shown to be the case. I'm not saying it, they are. I'm not making it racial, I'm just making an observation. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you didn't, feel free to dislike, I don't care. But if you did, please feel free to like, share, comment. Let me know what you guys think about this situation, about, foolishness, just Sambo-ing like this. Let me know what's the benefit of this? What does that do for anyone? How does that help anyone win, right? It doesn't. And subscribe and all that fun stuff. Till next time, guys, be amazing. Well, the black people now voting for Trump and everything.